Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we've got another review video. So I was kindly gifted some hair straighteners by the company FASZIN. They are very much like your GHDs but for a better price. So we're going to be testing them out today, hence why my hair's not looking that great. So yeah, I'm going to leave all the details in the description below. So if you're interested in purchasing these straighteners, as I say, I'm going to give you an honest review today. So let's get to the unboxing of the straighteners. So first off, thank you to FASZIN for sending me these straighteners. So let's do a quick comparison as opposed to GHDs. I do have my GHDs here as well. So we're going to check and do a comparison as to the pros and cons of both. So obviously this is the straighteners. They come in this lovely white colour. I haven't opened them yet. I'm excited to use them actually. So they are actually shown as a one-pass styling iron, so I'm kind of interested to see if I can get my hair straight in one pass. So yeah, I'm going to do half my hair with these and half with the GHDs, and we're going to have a look. So let's just have a look at some more bits on the side of the box. So they've obviously got the flexible floating plates, 3D flex. Oh, I can't say that. 3D flexible floating plates, one pass styling titanium plates. So they are titanium as opposed to GHDs being ceramic. So I'm guessing they're going to be a little bit smoother in the gliding of the hair. And then we've obviously got a slightly wider plate. I love a wide plate. I technically don't always use the, to be honest, I don't use my GHDs. I actually use some Babyless ones, which are literally wide plate ones. And I've ditched the GHDs because they just don't do it for me. I don't know what it is. They don't seem to get hot enough. And yeah, they obviously, GHD is a brand name. You're going to be paying for that price of the name and everything. And I think there are some better alternatives now in the market than your regular GHDs. So let's just have a quick look on the other side. So it says millions of ions, fast up tech, and a 360 swivel cord. So it looks really, really good. I love the packaging as well. I'm keen to have a look at sort of this display that's going on here. So yeah, let's open the box. I think they're quite attractive hair straighteners. Sorry, I've just dropped the booklet and it's fell on my little cat Lucy. Sorry Lucy. So you get a little booklet with it, which is basically going to explain little bits and bobs how to use it, but they're fairly straightforward. You don't need to read that. It has got a UK plug, which is obviously really important. Nicely packaged. Let me just get them out. So first off, it comes with a nice little bag as well, which is great because I love to obviously travel with hair straighteners, and it's nice to just pop them in a little bag, so it's just nice and tidy. But yeah, it comes with a nice little velvet bag there, which is a great addition. And you do get some separating clips as well, which is really, really nice. So let's just crack these open. These are great for like parting the hair, so we'll be using these today. They're really good ones as well. I mean, they're the clips that you get in there. They're not like cheap like clips or anything. They're really, really good quality. They feel really sturdy, and they're in that sort of like smooth plastic that feels like buttery soft. They've got like a coating on them, but yeah, there you get two clips as well. Looking at the hair straightener, very attractive. I love the sort of shine to the display area here. I'm assuming that is the display, and I love the sort of purple and white finish there. Look really, really nice. It's got a couple of buttons on the side there which say, I think there's a plus and a minus and then an on and off. It's got a nice hefty cable on there. Sometimes the cables are a little bit short, but I do like a good cable. It's got a nice little twisty, you know, the little tie thing with the Velcro. I love that, because who wants like your cord hanging everywhere and then you have to wrap it around the straighteners? It's nice to just have that sort of, just little additions like that actually make a pair of straighteners a little bit better, you know, to add these few little things. UK plug. Right, so we're going to open it up. I love the sort of lilac colour. So I believe there's a little clip at the bottom there that you pull down to open, and they have beautiful sort of plates there that look like they're gold. They're supposed to heat up in about 20 seconds to 180, but I think they do go to about 230. So right, I'm gonna as well Obviously got my trusty GHDs here. These are the ones with they're quite old actually, but the ones with the red plates, still fine and everything, there's nothing wrong with them, but they're the standard GHDs. In comparison, these plates, as you can look at the size of the difference, that is just not even comparable, is it? So these are so much wider. I love a wide plate. I find sometimes these are just too small. They're fine if you just want to like curl a few bits at the front of your hair and stuff, but generally, like I said, these just sit in my drawer. I don't really use these anymore. So we're going to do one half with these and one half with the FASZIN. So yeah, I'm going to switch them on first. Let's have a look at the display. Nice long cable. Right, so I've plugged them in and I'm just going to press the button on the side there. So you hold it to put it on, and it's got like, I don't know whether you can see that, and it might be jittering and flashing for you, but it's got like a counter to tell you how long it's going to take to get to the degree. So it's like totting up. Again, I know it's flashing for you, but that is really cool. I'm going to leave it at 180. I do sometimes use them too hot. I like to have mine about 230, which I know is not great. I do have heat spray, so not a problem. And I'm going to plug my GHDs in as well. I have a nice little heat mat here, so I'm going to plug them in as well. And let's get to separating my hair while these beautiful straighteners heat up. Right, I washed my hair a couple of days ago. I've literally tied it up because it has been quite warm here in the UK, so I haven't had any straighteners on it since it was washed. So I think this is kind of going to be a good example, if you know what I mean. So I'm gonna, if you heard that, that was my GHDs telling me that they're ready. So I'm just going to comb through. Right, so we'll start off at the bottom. I'm just going to go with straight hair today. I'm going to use the clips, the nice big clips as well. So I mean, I've not got the thickest hair, but if you have got thick hair, they hold it perfectly, to be honest. I didn't do that very well because I've left half of it out. So let's start to clip that again. Right, so I'm going to gather the two sections at the bottom, so just make sure that it's all neat. I might even just make that a little bit smaller, just to start off with, just a small section. Just clip that up as well. And that a bit more out of that one. Right, so we've got our two bits. Let's not forget our heat spray. For those of you that know me, have known me for a while, you know that I use, these are hair extensions. I mean, to be fair, this isn't the extension part, actually. This is my own hair. My own hair is probably about the same length as the extension. But actually there's a little bit of extension in this. But yeah, these are extensions. I wear them all the time. They're just tapes. So that's what we'll be working with today. Let's just get rid of the box out of the way. Right, so I have my two straighteners. So I'm going to go in with the GHDs first. So we're going to do GHDs on the left side and FASZIN on the right. So what I like to do is I get the hair and I comb it through as I am pulling the straighteners on top, so that if there's any little knots, it's sort of combing them out at the same time. So yeah, I've kind of done two passes there. It is pretty straight, to be fair. I haven't got curly hair anyway, so that was pretty straight. Again, these are 180. There isn't a display on these, so you kind of just have to, they just go to one sort of setting. There isn't a choice, whereas the FASZIN, You can choose. If you don't want to use 180, you can use less, you can use more. It's nice to be able to choose, because like I said, sometimes I use my other ones. Again, they are adjustable. So that is GHD. FASZIN. Let's try these out. So yeah, you can see the display is exactly 180. I don't know whether you can see that or if it's flashing for you, but I'm excited to use these. So let's make sure it's neat, if you can see. Now, sorry, I'm going to go in again because I missed half of my hair there. What do you think? I think they're both pretty straight, to be fair. So let's continue. Get the next section of hair down. Sometimes I find the back goes quite straight anyway, you know, the underneath. I find it hard to sort of get the top neat. I always seem to have like flyaways on the top of my crown area there, or my parting area, and I kind of end up going over it like a few passes. So comb out this section, comb out this section. I mean, these are quite a bit of a chunky section, to be honest. I probably should tie some more back up there. I'm just gonna use my other clip and just take a bit back. I think I've got too much, so I'm just going to clip that to the front there. Out of the way, out of the way, Jane, out of the way. Right, so we've got a bigger chunk here. Heat spray. Always remember heat spray. I do it over every section because I like to get it in between the strands. And to be fair, I don't straighten my hair all the time because obviously it's going to degrade my extensions. It's going to hurt your own hair eventually. I try not to use too much heat, to be fair. Sorry, let's move that out of the way. So we've got GHDs again on this side. I'll try and do a one pass on the other side. So that's one pass of GHDs. Now I'm itching to put my straighteners back on that because that's just me, but I'm going to leave it for now because I want to compare. So that is the FASZIN. I think the FASZIN looks smoother, don't you think? Or at least, I mean, this bit's still a bit fluffy. That was one pass. I mean, I am literally a serial straightener if I'm straightening. I literally go over it a couple of times because I like it perfectly sleek. So yeah, I am a bit of a bugger to go over once. I mean, depending on your hair, obviously, if you only want to go over the one time, you can do. I'm a little bit different. I do like to go over a couple of times because I do like it super, super straight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this side now with the GHDs, this side with the FASZIN, and we're going to come back and have a look, and then we'll do a quick review on the pros and cons of both. I know I mentioned a little bit at the beginning, but we'll have a look. I'll put some bits on the screen so that you can have a look side by side and cost and everything, and see if these are good for you. Again, there'll be a link below if you're interested in purchasing. So yeah, I'll be back to you in a second. Hi guys, I'm back. So I thought I'd just come back and finish off the top part of my head. I'm not gonna lie, you can see from here, this one's still a bit poofy. You know when you get that salon silky feel that only your hairdresser can achieve? I mean, when I go to the hairdresser and they straighten my hair stays straight for days. It literally feels like glass when you're pulling it through. This side feels so silky. Now, I don't know whether that's because the plates are different, but you can see that this side is a little bit puffy looking still. It's straight, but it's not as straight as this. I don't know whether you can see that. This one just looks a bit glossier. This is no joke, honestly. I mean, I've gone over it a few times. I like to straighten my hair more than one pass, so obviously I've gone over it quite a lot. And I can't quite get this one as straight using the GHDs. Maybe mine are old or whatever, maybe they're better now, I don't know. They are a good few years old, but I would expect from a pair of GHDs to actually get it as straight as this. But this feels silky, whereas this one doesn't feel as silky. I don't know whether again is anything to do with the plates. If anyone knows, leave me a comment below. Anyway, I'm going to finish off the top of my hair now, so I thought I'd come back just as I was finishing the top part so that you could see the end result, and then we'll get this last bit done. So first impressions, guys, is that I love them, and I'm going to give you, I don't even know how much they are, but I'll leave it on the screen in a second, but I think they're below £100. I'm not completely sure. What I do like about it as well is it does have an auto shut off, because I am one of these people that leaves my straighteners on. I mean, I would expect it to have that these days. I sometimes leave them on and forget that they're switched on, so I'm glad that they turn off after 30 minutes. So just finishing this side with the GHDs. So it's looking quite straight towards the roots, but I'm still feeling like the edge of the hair is still a little bit poofy. And I have been over it quite a lot. I find that they don't glide as nicely. Again, whether that's to do with the fact that these are like ceramic plates and the other ones are titanium. Don't know whether that's, again, I don't know. I don't know enough about hair straighteners to know if that makes a difference. But obviously this side's still looking a little bit poofy. It's still flat and straight, but I can feel like it's still a little bit poofy looking, if you know what I mean. Back to these ones. Again, these just seem to glide a little bit nicer. I love them, and to be honest, they're really pretty as well. And who doesn't like anything that's like really pretty? So like I say, they just make it feel really silky. It's just going through the hair a lot nicer. And my hair isn't clean, by the way. It's a few days, it was washed a few days ago. So sometimes I think if your hair is clean, it might be a little bit better. But right, so just so that we're fair, let's just give this a nice comb, because I find that it's knotting a little bit at the bottom and this side. I'm trying to be fair on both sides. What do you think between them? Going from touch, this side feels silkier. I think it looks silkier. It's just sits flatter. So let's have a look at the pros and cons. What I really like about the booklet as well is it does advise, you know, if you've got a certain hair type. So for instance, it basically gives you like a temperature guide. So obviously if you've got easily damaged hair, or if you bleach your hair, or your hair's quite thin, it does recommend keeping the heat down a little bit between 130 and 170. Obviously if your hair's normal and healthy, you can use between 170 and 200, and then if you've got coarse or thick or difficult to style hair, you can ramp that heat up and go up to 230. So it's obviously a nice little guide there. It actually explains to section your hair out. There's a nice little explanation there, and obviously it does have the shut off, which I really like. Guys, I can't fault the hair straighteners at all. I actually really love them. yeah, really attractive straighteners. I've got to give it a like 5 out of 5 here. It's really, and I'm not just saying that because it was gifted. I really do like the straighteners. I'm going to enjoy using them, and yeah, I'm probably going to swap over to them from the Babyliss ones. I think they give a really nice curl as well, because I find curling with the Babyliss ones are really broad plates, and I do like those because it's quick to just straighten my hair. But if I want to curl my hair, using those is really difficult. But I think I'd probably get a really nice curl with the FASZIN ones. So yeah, that would be interesting as well. So yeah, that's everything for the video. If you're interested, I'll leave all the links below. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next one. See you guys, bye.
Oh, here you are, face to face in this trashy bar. Another glass and I am going places. Makes me laugh about the irony of everything. I like the way you're thinking, I don't really care.